Hey everyone, welcome back to another Mattel Jurassic World review. Today we take a look at the new attack pack, Camp Cretaceous Coelurus. But before we begin, it's been a while since I've done one. Time for another giveaway, so tune in to the end of the video to see how you can enter to win this original Dino Rivals Coelurus. So getting back to this repainted Coelurus, this new attack pack wave has just recently started showing up at Walmart's in the US. I was lucky enough to stumble upon this. And the new Ceratosaurus. But unfortunately, at the time of this review, these new attack packs are not scanning at the register. To save yourself some time and aggravation, I just took a picture of the attack pack tag on the shelf and just showed it to an employee, and they just easily rung this out for me. So let's just go over the package really quick. Comes in the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous style packaging that we've been seeing for a while now. You got the Netflix logo up here. Camp Cretaceous Season 3, I think, premieres near the end of May. You got Toro the Carnotaurus along with a couple pictures of the kids from the series. Then in the back of the box, you got pictures of other figures available in this wave. Now, when I was at Walmart, the only two figures on the shelf was the Coelurus and the Ceratosaurus. But it looks like the Troodon is making another appearance in this wave, as well as Bumpy the Ankylosaurus. I think this is like the 4th or 5th wave Bumpy has shown up in a row. So I guess Universal really wants to promote that little baby dinosaur. So enough about the packaging. Let's crack this figure open and take a closer look. So let's start with a nice 360-degree view of this new Coelurus. I have to say, I much prefer the paint scheme on this newer version than the original red, white, and blue Coelurus. The main body is this light green coloration. It actually almost looks like it would glow in the dark. Then you have some nice dark chocolate markings along the top of the back and head, highlighted by blue paint. Especially on the back of the head, it really highlights the scale detail on this figure. And the eye is painted much better on this version. You get a yellow eye with a black pupil, better paint apps inside the mouth. And what is this? We actually have toe claws painted on an attack pack figure. That is very rarely seen. So all in all, I think this is a nice upgrade to the original Coelurus. So let's just do a couple quick measurements. This figure is just about 6.5 inches long if you measure the curve in the tail, and just under 3 inches tall. So in real life, Coelurus was just under 8 feet long. So with those measurements, that put this figure in the 1/15 scale range. So let's zoom in and take a look at some of the finer details on this figure. Starting with the head sculpt, you can see some of that light green markings along the side of the head right here, highlighted by this bright blue paint. And like I said, it really makes those large scales on the back of the head pop. The eye is painted in yellow with a black pupil. The inside of the mouth detail is actually really well done. You got some nice pink paint along the teeth and tongue. The teeth are painted in off-white color, and the teeth are actually painted pretty well on mine. No sloppy paint. And then going down to the main body, you can see a lot of nice scale detail on this figure. I gotta say, I always like the scale detail on the Coelurus figure. It has a nice tactile feel to it. Going down to the hands, you can see the hand claws are not painted and the wrists are not pronated. And then going down to the hind legs, you got some nice muscle definition along the thigh and calf. And like I said, the toe claws on this figure are actually painted, which is very rare, and actually it's getting a little bit rare with the larger figures too. Mattel just randomly chooses which figures get, their toenails painted. And since we're talking about the feet, here is the scan code for those of you who want to scan it into the fax app. And then look at the figure from the top. You can see that dark chocolate brown markings along the back right hand. It goes right to about the midpoint of the tail, and the tail ends in a little hook-like curve. So yeah, all in all, I really like the paint scheme on this figure. Like I said, much better than the original red, white, and blue one. And you also got little flecks of brown plastic mixed in with this really light green paint. Like I said, it looks like it can glow in the dark. Trust me, it doesn't. I double checked just to make sure it was like some kind of hidden feature. So yeah, pretty cool Coelurus figure. Moving on to comparisons, here it is with one of the human figures, John Hammond, and I think that scale works pretty well with these two. And here it is with the original Coelurus. I have to assist this one in standing because the legs warped a little bit while I had this one in storage. But you can see the newer one, I think, is much better painted, especially the eye. The eye on this one was just black with just that red paint showing through for the pupil. And the inside of the mouth in this one was not painted that well. You can see the gum tissue around the teeth were not painted in. It is painted on this one, so I think that looks much better. And like I said, the toe claws are painted in this one. So I think this right now is the superior version of Coelurus in the Jurassic World line. And next up, here it is with the attack pack Troodon. And next, here it is with the new Soundstrike Sinoceratops. And lastly, here it is with some of its relatives. You get a nice little Tyrannosaur family tree going on with some of the figures in this line. You have the Battle Damaged Albertosaurus, Battle Damaged Proceratosaurus, Epic Roaring Tyrannosaurus Rex, and the Massive Biters Tarbosaurus. So final thoughts on this new Coelurus. Like I keep saying, I much prefer the paint apps on this new version compared to the original one. I just really like the way they turned out on here. And like I said at the beginning of the video, this new attack pack wave is currently being found at Walmarts across the US. And like I said at the time of this review, for some reason they are not scanning at the register. So just take a picture of the attack pack tag on the shelf and just show it to an employee, and they will easily ring you out. Moving on to the rules for the giveaway for this original Dino Rivals Coelurus that I've been trashing pretty much this entire review. Don't worry, I actually quite like this figure, just like the newer version a little bit more. This giveaway is only open to US residents only, and all you need to do to enter is comment on this video using the hashtag AmericasCoelurus. Just use that hashtag once. Multiple uses of the hashtag will result in disqualification. This giveaway will run till Monday, April 12th, 8 p.m. Standard Time. At that time, I will announce via a pin post the winner of this giveaway. And you can also click on the description of this video to see a more detailed listing of how the rules for this giveaway work. So that would do it for the review. I just have the new Proceratosaurus to review, and I still got the new Savage Strike Plesiosaurus that I need to get to. So be on the lookout for those reviews a little bit later on this week. And as always, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, show your support by hitting that subscription button just below the video. Each subscription helps out the channel tremendously and is greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys for the next one.